when you grow up in rough areas, you look up to the criminals, you look up to the bad men and thinking that's a life of luxury. You think they've got it all figured out. They're the biggest fucking losers in town. They're the biggest losers about, and it's not that they're bad, it's just all they've been taught. It's all learned behaviours. But if people can be educated enough, I speak to enough fucking criminals to understand they're all broken, Sam. They're battling something internal where they just don't know how to handle life, and people need to understand what they've actually went through as well. Yes, we do make choices, and it comes a time in your life when we can make choices, but when you've been programmed for 10, 20, 30 years to do bad, it doesn't just fucking change over one night.
It doesn't, mate. You're completely right there. I always say to people, because people say to me, oh, it's wrong that you agree with drug dealing. I'm like, it's not, because I might just be programmed in that sort of way, but I personally don't feel that there's anything wrong with selling a few kilos of cocaine or cannabis. I personally don't believe there's anything wrong with that, but a lot of people who are watching now, these 1,700 people who are in my live, a lot of them will think that it's wrong. But the thing is, let me just explain something to you. It might just be because the way my mind's programmed, but I look at it like this. The government sell alcohol and cigarettes, which kill far more people than any amount of cocaine or cannabis. But at the same, so why don't they go and, but they've been conditioned to believe it's okay for shopkeepers to supply that stuff, but it's not okay for drug dealers to. But, and again, that might just be because I'm criminal minded, why I think like that. But at the same time, you don't get rehabilitated overnight. You're completely right. Like these people who say that rehabilitated, like Stephen French. Oh yeah, I'm an anti-gun campaigner, and then the next thing he's whacking someone over the head with a gun. Do you know what I mean? Like, and they're going to jail for it. That's completely hypocritical. But do you know what I mean? So you got to understand, like there's things. I like the likes of that fucking little snitch, that G, fucking anti-knife campaigner, but then he gets nicked with a knife. Do you know what I mean? It's a classic example of a knobhead. Do you know what I mean, lad? So this is why I say, when people say to me, are you rehabilitated? I'm not rehabilitated. I just choose. The prison establishment could not rehabilitate me. I just chose to make a better decision in my life. It's not that I'm rehabilitated, because I've still got a criminal mind, but I'm just chose to make better decisions. How can they rehabilitate someone by locking me in a cell for all day, every day, most of the time, shipping me out from prison to prison because they said I'm a security risk because I kept uploading videos online? You don't get rehabilitated that way. Like, this is the thing, rehabilitation is a myth. I believe that you change when you actually want to change and you make that active decision to change. Other than that, lad, you're like living in a dream world. These people who think that they was changed overnight, lad, because it does not work like that. But yeah.
Do you struggle with that, Sam, to try and make the better decisions because you have lived that life of crime?
Yeah, well, here's the thing, mate. Like I've got no, don't get me wrong. Like, I've had opportunities to be shifting drugs here, there, whatever. But the only reason why I haven't is because I've got a better opportunity with the diamond company. So I don't see any logic in. Don't get me wrong. If I didn't have my diamond company now and my competition page, I would be shifting kilos of fucking whatever, cocaine, cannabis, whatever it is. But I don't, because I don't need to, because I've got legitimate businesses. But on top of that, I've now also got things in place in my life which are more important than that, in the sense of my son who's 13, who needs to be, I need to be there for him as a positive role model. And then I've also got the people in the slums who are far more important than any criminal activity. Do you know what I mean? So for me, they're the two people, the two things I would die for in my life, my son and the slums. Literally, I would lay my life down for the people in the slums, because I do believe the way my life is planned out, lad, I've got a vision clear in my mind, which is gone like clockwork, which I've seen in prison. I've seen it happen, lad, and everything I've said, I write on a piece of paper, and then I sent it to my mate on a text as well. And she even said the other day, "Isn't that mad, the fucking what you sent me?" She sent me the text with what I read with the date on and everything. So what you've actually said is actually coming true. I said, I told you. I said, I've seen it clear in my mind. And like, people thought I was crazy.
Does your son know about your past, Sam?
Yeah, lad, this is the problem, because he's 13. Like I said to my son last year, I said, lad, I said, if you want me to come off social media, if I'm embarrassing you or anything, lad, I said, I'll come off social media. I had to tone my videos down. Like, you won't see me arguing with numpties no more online. You don't see that. I might just out someone if they've been a dickhead. Do you know what I mean? Like the odd person, but you won't see me having a back and forth tennis with dickheads. You really won't. And that's only for my son. But the thing is, he knew about me past, lad, yeah. So, like I said to him, come on social media if you want to. He went, nah, lad, he went, Dad, he said, my mates all think you're sick. So I was like, sound. Do you know what I mean? So like, his mates like me. So the thing is, but I've had to tone my socials down in the sense of me opinions on certain things, or like having back and forth tennis with knobheads. Do you know what I mean? Low life. So I don't do nothing like that.
Damaging, mate. It's too low vibration, mate. Just fuck everybody off, man, and do your thing. Like you say, I'm too fucking busy, mate. I'm flying high, mate. I'm constant, but people can talk shit, mate. There's no point, mate.
There was someone who was trying to get me to react a few weeks ago, and I'm laughing, right, because I said to my mate, I said, lad, he's getting like fucking 20 likes on his page. I went, he's saying chatting shit, which everyone knows is lies, but he just wants me to react, to take a little bit of traffic to his page. But I don't get myself involved in that sort of negativity now, because for me, my mindset is I will only be around people on the same sort of level as me, in the sense of like a mindset. Even right down to winning, lad. I won't have people around me who are negative going, oh lad, this might not work. We just turn around and say, I only have people around me say, what are we going to do when this does work? Do you know what I mean? So you've got to have that sort of people around you who are pushing you. Like, I like people who tell me, lad, you're being lazy. If I'm being lazy, like for the other day, I was being lazy, I was just chilling for a few hours, and my mate went, lad, you've been sat on your phone for like 3 hours, lad, come on. Like that. And I want people to push me, lad, to keep that fucking fire burning for me, lad, and negativity will not do that, bro.
Yeah, but you've got to find the fire, mate, and that's the thing about life. I'm lazy as fuck, Sam. People always think you're smashing it and you're doing well in this and that. I'm lazy as fuck. I just know I need to get up to try and push. I can't be arsed doing anything. I just want to sit and chill, eat shit, and do fuck all. That's genuinely that's when I'm at my happiest. See all this, be successful, get 2 hours sleep. That's all fucking bullshit. That's all bullshit, because we're living in a society where it's so damaging to the brain. Social media, chasing fucking money, people chasing fame, people chasing all the external bullshit that's fucking so tiresome. So people need to understand, we're buying into the fake illusion of life, because there's kids probably with nothing where you are, Sam, that are happier than the kids who've got fucking everything here. They've got all the technology, the mobile phones, iPads, TVs, computers, but yet they're all fucking miserable. I know millionaires who stay in £20 million gaffs that are suicidal, but I've got friends who've got a camper van, travel about, and they're fucking happy as people I've ever met. So everybody defines success and happiness differently. Happiness isn't a 24/7 thing either. All the fucking jewellery, a big house, big car, that shit, the novelty wears off real fast. It's about finding a purpose in life and chasing, going after that purpose gradually. I'm watching these fucking videos on TikTok, Instagram, and you've got all these young kids driving fucking leased Lamborghinis pretending to be big ballers. That's a fake fucking lifestyle. It's great to experience these things, but the majority it's all fake as fuck, because people are making other people's lives. I've got a kid on TikTok was saying, if you earn 100 grand a year, it's not good enough. People are full of fucking shit, and we're living in a world where everybody wants to be an influencer. Every influencer I've ever interviewed, heads are gone, because we're chasing that electronical likes, mate. Their heads are fucking gone, bro, I swear to God. Part of me chased fame for years because I thought it would fill the pieces, I thought it would make me happier. Then when you start making money, getting a little bit of attention, you realise it's all fake as fuck. That's why this is the first time I've ever done a live on TikTok. I don't really do lives or fuck all. I do my interviews and then kind of go off the radar and recharge.
Yeah. See, well, what you just said there about, like, in terms of money and that, yeah, that's completely true, because I've always said, look, I would love to be one of these fellas, yeah, that would be happy and content with going to work 9 to 5 and not making enough dough, but just like making enough to survive and just being happy and content with that. Do you know why? Because it would have saved me so many years in prison. And let me tell you something else though, right, which is most important. I get a message off some fellas sometimes, you go, like, I wish I was doing well, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, look, you need to understand what you've got, which is far better than what I would ever have in my life. you've got memories of your kids growing up. I said, that's the most important thing more than anything. It's for you to have something to kick a ball around with your kid growing up. Your child's going to remember that. That costs nothing. So you might not have money in the sense of being rich, but you're rich in the sense of memories. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And like that's the most, which is far more important than any amount of fucking cash, because cash is just materialistic shite, and like it just literally. But at the same time, like for me, because I've spent so many years in prison, I just want to be able to get that opportunity to sort of do something good in my life. Do you know what I mean? And try and check.
Money's an illusion. Money's an illusion, Sam. We give it so much meaning here. We give it so much value. People kill for it. People die for it. But the bottom line is, it is an illusion. There's no value to it. But we give it so much value here, and people get lost in it because it is limitless how much money you can make. But people are so lost in it. People's lives are ruined by it. It destroys marriages. It destroys relationships with friends. All over money. Every issue I've had in my life came over money. And that's the fucking scary thing. But it's people, we're not educated enough to ask the question, what the fuck is going on? How can I change it? If you're living in a shitty area around shitty people, you don't actually have to fucking stand for it. You can make choices to try and get out of it. You can make choices to better your life. When you start travelling the world and seeing different fucking cultures, you realise how small you've been living for fucking so long. And that's the scary thing. And a lot of people will never see that progress. A lot of people will never see that luxury of meeting different people, because people are so caught up in this fucked up lifestyle. They accept who they are, where they are, and they don't have to. And if you're happy with it though, by all means, you're winning. But if you're not, fucking change it, because there's too many pussies now, too many weak links. Everybody loves to moan and complain. And like I say, man, I'm a lazy bastard, but I still get shit done because I know where it can take me. It buys my family freedom, it gives me my freedom, and that's all I can fucking ask. But I still battle, I still struggle, I'm still fucking off the booze and the gear, but I still think about it every day. But I just know how far you can take life. But it is a journey, and it's about trying to be as happy through this journey as you can be. And that's the fucking mad thing.
That's exactly what it's about, lad. It's like, but for me, I know exactly what you're saying there. For me, I just feel like I've got so much catching up to do in a sense of what I need to achieve, lad. So that's why for me, it's a sort of, I just don't stop. Like the worst thing for me would to be sat at home. For me, to be sat at home. So do you know what it is as well? The worst thing, my nightmare would be, it might just be because I'm slightly institutionalised, but it's weird. It's a weird experience for me because I'd love to have that family life, like that with a girlfriend, kids, whatever. But at the same time, I just feel like it'd be a major, like ball and chain to my life, because I'm one of these people who likes to be out, and like now I think it might just be because I've spent years, as I said, but like I just want to be able to just be out doing stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Think it scares you, Sam? Do you think that life scares you, the family life? Because when you break it all down, all this being a free spirit and travelling the world and all that shit, it's fucking lonely, brother. It's lonely, because I know where I would rather be. I've tasted everything in life, and for me, family's everything, and I would give everything up for them, because all the other shit's fake as fuck. I feel as if it's just a merry-go-round. I feel as if it does, listen, it gets boring when you're trying to do good, but it just, things get done easier, things just get done better, and it is scary because we all struggle, especially men, we struggle more with commitment because we are scared of failure, we're scared of rejection, and that's where it's easy to stand alone, it's easy to be single because we understand the pain of loss. We understand the pain of abandonment. We understand the pain of losing a loved one. And no matter, men, I believe men are more sensitive than women, because when it comes to losing a loved one, a relationship breakup, we struggle the most. We just hide it better with the fake stuff in life, the drink, the party, and the drugs. But when we lost somebody, it's a fucking struggle, and that's where we kind of put our barriers up, and we don't want to feel that pain. I'm only speaking for myself, Sam, but it's easier to stay alone because then you don't get hurt as much.
That's exactly what it is, lad. Like for me, I don't have any sort of weak spots besides my son, and I shouldn't really say that online actually, but like in a sense of, but for me, this is my drive. So my duty as a man now, you've got to understand this, James. If I sit here and not be biased to myself, I've got to look at myself from an outside angle and think I've failed my son as much as I don't want to admit that. I really have, because I've spent most of his life in prison. Even though my son say you're a boss dad, I might have been in terms of materialistic stuff, but I've failed him. So for me now, I just feel it's my duty now to make sure I put things in place for his future. He's got better opportunities and more opportunities than I had as a youngster. So that's all I'm trying to do now. So I'm trying to just build my company here, and then just on top of that, do the stuff I need to do in the slums, make him proud of me, and hopefully start this movement, and then just literally so he can look at me and think, you know what, when he gets a bit older, like 20, and think, you know what, he might have been a shit dad when he was below 10, but he's put this all in place for me now, so I've got a good future. Do you know what I mean? So that's why for now, that's my duty, just to try and do that for him now, and he understands.
Yeah, but you're already doing it, Sam, as well. So me looking from the outside, the main thing for you is staying out of prison. And obviously you antagonise the coppers a lot. I know it builds portfolios and builds your social media, but fuck all that shit, bro, because you've got too much to offer if you're trying to do good, because all that antagonising, it just comes back and bites you in the ass, because you're just a sitting duck for them. They don't like it. Fuck them, let them be. Just because you're already doing the good in life that you're setting out to do. So it's just to stay on that path. But sometimes we get sidetracked because of all the shit that you've been through in prison. You've got that anti-authority and hate for someone. But when you actually break it all down, fuck them. They're living their life. When you actually step back from them, live your life, then that's when good things can blossom. Then it's cutting away the negative traits that you've done your whole life.
Yeah, but you know what, James? Yeah, so I publicly humiliate the police sometimes. I'll tell you why. Because a lot of things go on which the public don't know about. So I'll give you a class example. The police knocked at my 67-year-old mum's house and said, just to let you know, so this is probably 2 years ago, said, just to let you know, someone's going to burn your house down tonight. But it was a lie, Matrix Police it was. My ma sat in the top window petrified for fucking all night. Or like another time when he had my baby's ma by her throat in front of my kid when he was like 5. So for me, like when these things build up, or like what they do is, social services put a complaint in Liverpool about Merseyside police, because they kept ringing social services going, Sam Walker's lifestyle poses a danger to his son. And then they'd have to go out to my baby's mum. My baby's ma's like, Sam doesn't have that sort of beef with people where he's going to fucking get shot at. He doesn't have that sort of trouble. But the police lie to try and use my son as a tool to get at me. So naturally, when they do that sort of thing, lucky enough, social services just shut the case straight away when the police tried that. Now, they tried it again recently, but social services went, look, we've got no evidence that he's having trouble with people, so we're closing the case. But the thing is, so when they do that, I shouldn't really back and forth tennis with them, but I then do stuff to humiliate them, which is, for example, flying out on the private plane. I've done that in retaliation for them taking my passport. Do you know what I mean? But I shouldn't, but at the end of the day, that's my only way to get a big fuck you back to them, lad, and that's it. But as I said, I'm just focusing just on my positive stuff here in the slums, and that's like my priority, that, and my son, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the best thing, mate. It's keeping your side of the road clean. But like I say, with the antagonising, they always win. You can never fucking beat them, bro. Never. I don't know anybody that's ever beat them. I don't know anybody that's ever came out a winner. They always fucking get you, no matter what, man.
You can't beat them, lad, and that's the thing. You literally can't. I've tried for years, lad, and like they're unbeatable, lad. But it's like, but the thing is, but to be honest, though, look, I've got to put it out there. Not all police are bad. Everyone thinks I just hate all police in the uniform, but the thing is, I've come across some proper sound police. Like one called me to drive my band, and he went, "Oh fucking hell, Sam." And I went, "What do you mean?" I went, "My name's Sam. It's Mark." Mentioned me other brother's name. He went, "I know what he went. Go on and just let me go." But he didn't have to do that. But he done it, lad. And like then I come across some woman who was like, "I got a phone number, but fucking I ended up losing my phone." And I was gutted because I didn't get to sleep with her. I would have loved to have slept with her being a police officer, but yeah, the enemy, isn't it? But other than
I was raised to hate the coppers. I was raised to hate them. But everybody in my side of the family were all fucking corrupt. They were all either doing gear or doing fucking shoplifting. they were just in fear of them because they were after them. So once I started interviewing coppers, you realise what they actually go through mental health wise, but seeing fucking dead bodies, dead kids, stuff that fucking no man wants to see in life, that they see a lot of fucking dark stuff. And the majority of coppers struggle with addiction themselves, struggle with mental health, suicide as well, male and female, in that, and because it's a negative environment. Everything they see in a daily is negative. And like you say, no matter in life, Sam, there's good or bad. And obviously, when you're taught to raise the hate the coppers, when you still see them on the street, you've still got that fucking snitch mentality where you think wanker or this. But